don't say it out loud, but it's there. That thought, that fear, that silent scream you've never voiced, the one that creeps in at night when no one's watching. You tell yourself it's just a passing moment, just your mind playing tricks, but it lingers. And you wonder, if God saw this thought, would he still love you? Would he still call you his? You've tried to bury it, haven't you? Tried to cover it with busy days, fake smiles, perfect posts. But when the lights go out and the room is quiet, it surfaces again. You start to believe that maybe, just maybe, this thought disqualifies you. That if anyone knew what crossed your mind, they'd walk away. So you build walls, create distance, and wear your faith like armor. Not to fight, just to hide. But here's what you need to know. He already saw it. That thought you were ashamed of, he was there when it formed. Not to condemn you, not to turn away, but to stay. To be present in the space you thought was too dark for him. You see, God doesn't only dwell in your polished moments, your prayers, your worship, your I'm fine replies. He meets you in the storm of your mind, in the messy, unspoken parts of your soul. And no, he's not surprised, he's not shocked, because he sees the why behind the what. He sees the wound behind the weakness, the fear behind the failure. You think this thought makes you unworthy. God sees deeper than your thought. He sees the battle beneath it. And where others might run from your brokenness, he draws closer. You've mistaken silence for absence, but he's never left. He's been right there, in the moment the thought came, and in the moment you tried to push it away. And he stayed, not because you're strong, but because he's faithful. The enemy will tell you this thought defines you, that you're no better than your worst moment. But God says otherwise. He doesn't label you by what crosses your mind. He calls you by name. He still calls you chosen. He still calls you his. Because grace was never about deserving. It was always about being loved despite the mess. And that includes your thoughts, even the ones you regret, even the ones you're scared to admit. He's not waiting for you to be perfect. He's waiting for you to be honest, to bring even the unspoken to him. Because nothing you think can scare away a God who already knows you fully. You've been taught to censor your faith, to filter your prayers, to bring God only the thoughts that sound holy. But that's not relationship, that's performance. And God isn't looking for performers. He's looking for sons and daughters who will come to him as they are. So come, bring the doubts, bring the darkness, bring the thoughts that make you feel disqualified, because those are the moments that show how much you need him, not less, more. This isn't about shame, it's about surrender. You're not too far, not too broken, not too confusing for the God who created your mind in the first place. He's not scanning your thoughts to condemn you. He's holding your heart to heal you. The safest place to process the storm in your mind is with the one who calms it. So what if your thoughts wander? So what if they scare you sometimes? God sees beyond the moment. They don't surprise him, and they don't define you. He doesn't reject you when your mind drifts. He invites you to bring those thoughts into the light. Because healing doesn't happen in hiding, it happens in honesty. You don't have to clean your mind before coming to him. You come, and he does the cleaning. You bring the chaos, and he brings peace. You bring the fear, and he brings truth. That's what grace is. That's what love does. You were never meant to carry this alone. That thought you thought disqualified you, he saw it, and he stayed. Not because you're worthy, but because he is. And his love doesn't back down at the sight of weakness. It draws closer. So let it out. The thought, the fear, the doubt. Let it rise to the surface. Not to shame you, but to free you. Because freedom doesn't come from pretending you're fine. It comes from knowing you're seen and still loved. God saw the thought, and he didn't flinch. He didn't walk away. He whispered, "I'm still here." That's who he is. A father who stays when the world doesn't understand. A savior who holds what you're too afraid to say. And a friend who walks with you through the darkest rooms in your mind. You are not the sum of your worst thoughts. You are not the label of your hidden battles. You are deeply known and still fully loved. Even that thought, he saw it, and he stayed. What's one thought you've been hiding from God, but need to surrender today?